We're out here at a new job. Basically just coming in to do some excavation. A heap of dirt there. Not a bad view out here. So the problem areas around this shed that we need to cut out. So eventually we're going to have to do some rock walls in here, so I'm going to have to dig this out, which I'm thinking about at least cutting in a shelf on this one, getting some of that dirt away from there. Might have to put a bit of a fall on the top or something like that and make a start. I'm sort of just going to get in there and see what we can do. Get the 88 warmed up and we'll get cracking. So we've opened this right up now. I've decided to go the whole way back. I'm actually running out of reach and room for my dirt, but if I have to, I'll go up there again. I've already gone up there once, pulled it all back with the mud bucket, but it's a decent cut. I've left a little bit of dirt there for a ramp so I can get down and not have to worry about trying to climb down anything too crazy. So I'm just roughly cutting this in. I'm probably a bit high, but it really doesn't matter. We haven't got any set heights to work off. I'm just literally trying to bulk the dirt out so that we can see some shapes. And then yeah, we're probably honestly going to have to cut this one back again a bit more, I reckon, just to make sure we've got enough room to get cut out this shed. That's my main priority, is getting dirt away from this shed as best as we can. So we're gonna have to basically cut all that ramp and shit out back to probably, well, honestly I'd like to get the shed cut back to about here, so we've got a couple of meters to play with, to then cut out the to be able to put the rocks in. Sorry, a bit slow today. So she's found someone for the dirt, which is good. Spoken to the people running the subdivision up the back of this. So up the back here, behind those things, they're building houses and all sorts of stuff now. And we've been given access to be able to get trucks in up the back here. I think the big boss said that the shits were there. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll just play it by ear when it gets to that. And hopefully by the end of the week we'll be ready to load out with any luck. So it's literally just cutting and throwing. It's nice clay material in this bunch. It's good until it rains, and it's just started spitting. So see, I'm just leaving a bit of material on top. Maybe another 10 minutes worth of dirt out, and then realise that I'm just half of it's rolling back down. So we'll come up here. I think I'm going to fill this one in. End up battering this up, I reckon. Like, we might take a cut back out, but that'll be probably a lot shallower and longer. I might take it back to the stockpile, depending on how far the one for the shed comes back. I'm just trying to minimise the load out and then minimise how much rock we actually need to put in. Obviously we're going to have to do retaining, there's no two ways about that, but we can minimise it to an affordable cost. It's still going to be, you know, do the job, why not? So I'm just sort of sloping this back up. I don't know how I'm going to get rocks in here, but the rock truck won't get up that empty block there, no hope. be out the front cart up job, unfortunately. It's just days in itself. Might have to hire a site dumper, bring them up that way, have the 8-tonner out the front, load them up, bring them up. I don't know, we'll see what it looks like once it's dug out. It's meant to rain all week too, but being back a smash tends to go around it most of the time. So I reckon if we were to batter this up like this, put some rocks through it, a bit of geomesh, geofabric through, fine. Do a 2-metre wall at the base and then plan out. Just place rocks through the hill. Would be the best option, but just winging it. What I think is going to look the best. She's just had enough. Wants me to do what I think looks best. Which makes it much easier for me to just do it. The access up the side. We got access all the way from the front up the side of the house. I think it's good. I don't think that's a bad idea at all. But we're just gonna see how much more out of here. Make a bit more out of this slope. So I've got room to throw the dirt. Want to get some sort of out of cab footage. I don't have any GoPro mounts. Tripods in the car. I'll grab it. I thought I grabbed it. I think it's in the car. It's raining. And I've got my mocos on, so there's a very minimal chance that I'll going to get that. Maybe might eat me lunch. Well, we'll get this pulled up. See how that looks once I pull a bit of this dirt back. Level this off a bit so it's a bit easier to fucking track on. just don't know if it will be. It's a pretty big shelf. Looking at it now, I'd probably like to take it back a little bit more. But we'll see, I can do that from up here. To an extent. And I think if I can get away with having this is a batter. Basically what, I don't know if you can see, they've got what they've done there, they've filled it in and just done, you know, rocks through the hillside with some mulch. They've done a couple of rock walls down there and sleeper walls. They've got all types of walls. I actually quoted that backyard, which I probably already said it. But I did quote it. And then they got me back later on to do some other works, which they didn't go ahead with, but I know they paid over $250,000 for their front and backyard with their driveway and excavation and retaining. Which seemed a bit excessive for me. That included the pool though, so we do not do. I don't think the other company did it either, to be honest. I think the pool mob would have done it, but yeah, that's what it is. I don't know who personally would want to live up here. It is windy and cold and on a hill and still in suburbia. But yeah, you got a big block and it's really raining now. But clear up someone like me who's got the machinery to fix it. But it's a lot of site costs. The blocks were cheap. It's not a bad view from up here though. Do you like looking at quarries in a house? Hoping now to take that a little bit out, and that would be now enough to at least get this cut finished, somewhat finished. Original plan, you probably can't see it from here, but where that tree is, there's a driveway. When I first come out, quoted it, oh, this was much more overgrown. I thought the driveway come all the way up. It was just an assumption based off what I could see, but that's what I thought, and it doesn't. So hopefully we can get in from the back. So bucket. Get in from the back, and the company doing the works there, I know they've got asphalters coming in or something, so no, I don't want trucks driving on the asphalt. They're not going to drive on the asphalt, but we'll have to work it out. Oh god, I'm tired. This just looks like a big mess. I can get it back to the shed, and then I don't know whether I cut in or keep cutting from the top. I'll probably cut from the top, it's easier for me, but I just don't know if down, another one up there cut down, and dirt piled up. So what I'm going to do today is hop up this top one, cut this shelf back another couple of meters, so that is back here, so that when I come down here and cut this, I've got enough room to stockpile, sit on it, and transfer it up again. Just filling the machine up, and then we're gonna tackle this. So I might set the GoPro up on a bit of a time lapse, and yeah, we got that cut right back. Pack another couple of meters. Probably can't tell, I don't think, the machine there or whatever, but there's a fair bit of room. I'm just leaving this little ramp here so that if I do need to get up this end for some reason, this won't take me to cut out them now. Giving this a go, I'm going to cut out along this shed line. So the hard part, then transfer that dirt up to where I cut that out, and then just pass the parcel up there. Alright, we'll get in the machine, get it fired up, and make a start. Well, the bit's been happening, I just haven't had time to get the camera on. I started the cut on the shed, which I thought was doing okay. I thought it was a little bit of dirt spilling. It's sort of hard to tell because there was already dirt up against it. So I thought, I was probably maybe 200 or 300 mil too high, which I wasn't too worried about. I thought I'll be able to get that. That's easy. So I thought what I'll do is I'll go down the bottom. I had a heap of dirt and stuff down there already piled up. I just built a little rough ramp to get down. I will get down there and I'll just cut out just to find the height. Yeah, I'm a fair bit off finish height. So I thought I'd try and actually get the machine in there. I can't do that. That's just going to take forever. So my next plan is to load out this dirt that I've cut out of there already, and then basically drop the height of this shelf so that I can reach comfortably along the edge and dig that out. I think what I'm going to do now is have this wall come straight and then sort of kick out. It's going to have to curve out, or it's just too much dirt to be moving. I've probably already got 500-600 cubes sitting up the top that we need to deal with. So by the time I drop this I'm going to have to drop it another half a metre at least, to be able to get to a point where I can reach. Yeah, it's becoming a bit more tricky now. I've been worried about not being able to keep to the timeline. So, starting to think maybe I thought I could have used a bit bigger of a machine, just to help with the double handle more so than anything. It's fun. But we'll see how we go. Literally had to build this dirt into a stockpile to be able to actually get it up high enough onto that shelf. So if that's anything to go by, you can sort of judge of how tall these walls are going to be in a 10-ton machine, and I'm probably on an 8-metre stockpile for me to be able to reach to transfer the dirt. That's how high I need to be up, and I'll straight when it's coming back down, I think. Becoming a bit of a pain in the ass, if I do say so myself. I feel like I'm getting nowhere. I don't have enough this cut, which is quite big. I have built ramps and every bit, stockpiled dirt, done all that, but there's not much to show for the sort of 15 hours. Oh, it's on the edge there. 15 hours or so that I've been here. So shelf. I'm just going to go up there, pull all that dirt back. I'll even cut this bit out to start grade, and then because by the time I cut this shelf out, I'm going to have so much more dirt to deal with, so I'm just jumping from area to area because I've realised that I need to move that to be able to get to that, to be able to get to that. So, yeah, it's frustrating me a little bit. And I'm trying to do the job on a budget for the client, just because obviously she has been stuffed around a little bit, and I'm just trying to, you know, at least be able to do something to be able to make it a bit better for her, but it's becoming quite difficult, if I do say so myself. So I think what I'm going to do is start transferring this dirt up here. A lot of this, I'm going to try and use some of it to create a batter and through this area where this dirt is. There's so much dirt. I was going to get another machine in, but it's obviously going to cost double the amount of using my machine, and I thought I could probably get this done. Look, I reckon I still can get the cuts done by the end of the week. It's only Tuesday, so Tuesday at lunchtime, 1 o'clock at the moment. Just have to wait and see. It's just it's just a lot of back and forth, a lot of it, and it's just starting to shit me, really. But we'll get it done. So the plan now is to basically stockpile all this dirt up and potentially again drop the height of this cut to make it easier for when I drop the height of the next cut. So, more dirt basically. Definitely some dirt over this end. Neighbouring property where they've got all that grass. That's sort of the slope I want to create with where all this dirt is. I don't know if we can do that or not, but don't know. But we shall see. I'm just going to keep on throwing it up. I really like these jobs, but they can become frustrating. It's just trying to do things to a budget, and stick to obviously what you've quoted. Just a bit of an estimate, just due to the size of the job, but we'll see. We will see what we can do. pulled up. Get that tier where this rock wall is going to be. Pulled up. Drop down. I would like to drop another metre. So, at least. How to make it functional. It's big goals. But I'll probably chuck the video on again once I've done a bit more and we can have a look at where I'm at. For now, I'm just going to keep rolling this up. I've packed everything up. Truckloaded with the buckets. Machine parked up ready to be floated. It's going back to Volvo tomorrow. A couple of little teething issues, but we've got stage 1 done. Might look like a bit of a mess in here, but it is done. So I've left that dirt there, so I've got a ramp to get down when we do the rocks. It's not the most flattering thing, but didn't touch any of these. I'm just leaving these as access. As you can see, the shed's been cut out. Leveled all this off, kept this ramp in, of course. Same thing to keep access. So yeah, another pad here. Just plated this off down and into it. Jeez, this hill's giving me a bit of grief. And then this last one, I feel like we just bulked it out. It's just all spilling over and that. There's about 2,000 cubes of dirt. It's 200 truckloads, give or take. Probably 10 or 20. But that is stage 1 done. Stage 2 is wait for the estate up the back to open up. We'll load that dirt out. Get everything then shaped and folded exactly where we want it. And then start the rocks. Obviously the rocks is going to be quite a pricey one. This bottom wall's over 4 meters tall, so we may have to cut that down again. But we'll see. Jeez, I'm puffing. But yeah, this one's basically just going to curve like that. Once that dirt's gone, this will just curve through. Once that ramp goes, there'll be plenty of room up there. And yeah, that's the progress of this job. We were here a total of 7.5 days, say 7 days probably. I had a couple of days where I didn't work full 8 hours, so it's a straight full week. We moved about, there's a bit of dirt there before we started, but I'd say at least 1,500 cubic meters, 150 truckloads, so we were definitely busy. So I got the buckets in the truck and that's it. We'll see you on our next adventure.